tapper, no name having, looking ragged, lame rapper. You nut hugger, butt buddy, fudge packer. Okay, enough of that. My real friends call me Asher. Laughter. What kind of name is that?
You fucking bastards! Welcome to 13 Minutes, the show where we interview bands for 25 minutes. This week we have Eat Sleep Catapult from St. Louis, Missouri. I want you guys to go ahead in any order you want. First, middle, last name, and your position in the band.
Alright, then you go.
We going first?
Yeah.
Okay. My name is Jacob Allen.
Allen.
So, Jacob Allen Becker. I play guitar in Eat Sleep Catapult.
I am Scott Douglas Roman, and I play drums.
I'm Tyler Dustin Shaw, and I play bass guitar.
I'm Stan, and I play guitar. Not just kind of like him, except not as well.
Go.
Oh, I understand. So that's like that's what they call rhythm guitar, huh?
Yeah, no,
I don't know, kind of.
We kind of just do what we need to sometimes, you know.
That's the fun, is that we get to switch off sometimes. Sometimes we play the same part in different songs. Like, it's fun.
No, I like that. That's really cool, honestly. I think that's a good idea. Probably produces a lot more of like creative and like experimental ideas or whatever, you know.
Yeah, and then we're also missing our lead singer.
Yes.
He couldn't make it.
Reese couldn't make it, so
the most important member of the band, right?
No, you know what? I'm the vocalist in my band, and I'm the least important member. Let me just point that out now. Did you guys really get together from a Facebook ad?
Craigslist.
It was Craigslist. Yeah,
Craigslist. Okay, so it was a Craigslist ad. What was the ad? Who put it out? I want to know about this shit.
I think Reese put it out.
So that's probably something me and. Do you want me to answer this?
Go ahead,
so, it was first off, it was me and Scott joined the band about the same time. It was probably about November 2017. I'd been searching around the St. Louis area for an ad on Craigslist. I played in and out of some bands, but nothing really stuck. And then finally, Reese had an ad up for our song. It was a demo for our current song, Bridges. And
I listened to it. I heard it.
Yeah, no, it was a really kind of stripped down track, and I thought, hey, I really dig this. He had the running title for the band was Learning Curves. And so, but we basically, I sent him a message and gave him a call. We met up, I think, on a Saturday in the beginning of that winter, and Scott was there too. And then through the winter, we kind of jammed, and then eventually, I guess Dan, you have kind of your story about how you found us, and same with Tyler.
Yeah, so they came together. That I was in a band recently, or before that, called The Few, and I just didn't have, like, after being so long in a band, I felt like I wanted to do something more fun, something that was more me. And when I found these guys, it was like an instant click.
Yeah.
Like everything was poppy, everything was fun. As soon as I heard some of the demos that Reese gave us from the Craigslist ad, I was instantly hooked. And I found that life was much more manageable with these guys.
I understand. I've already kicked 2 people out of my band. We haven't even played a fucking show yet, so...
that happens.
Yeah, you gotta be savage out there.
It's the weeding out process. I mean, you find people that work for you, you know?
So I see also that, it says, so then it started in someone's basement or whatever, and this, you guys have your story on Facebook. I like it. You guys post, like, the backstory.
No. I think he's there. Hold on.
Oh, no, you guys are there.
Yeah, no, okay.
Yeah, we just had a little, sorry about that. Can you hear me?
No, that's cool. Yeah, we got you. We're good.
Okay. All right, so what I was saying is, so I also saw in your little, comic book origin story on Facebook, is that, so then it all started out, we all met up in someone's basement or whatever. Is that where you're at right now? Is it still the basement? Is that still the...
Yeah, well, so technically, no. So when we first started out, I actually didn't own a drum set, being the drummer. That was kind of I don't really know how that works, but I had an electronic drum set, and I lived in an apartment, and we actually met in the recording studio of Reese's house. And I think by the time we had all of the members in one place, I think, Dan, when you came to practice, you were actually playing outside of the room because we completely ran out of room.
Yeah. So we had the amp in the corner next to the door, and we had to close the door and play outside of it.
So I think at that point we were kind of realizing that we needed a practice space, and then Dan said, "Oh, well, I have a studio with all sorts of crazy equipment and really nice stuff. And we're like, that sounds a lot better than this closet that we're playing in right now.
Oh, so Dan, you were just holding out on him for a while.
Basically.
I mean, you can't show them everything first. You gotta woo them, you know. It's like a fine girl.
I think the way you put it too, the way
I don't know nothing about that.
Like, the way Dan put it was like, I don't want to, I'm throwing this off on the table. If you guys would rather still practice here, we can. And we're just like, no, we're going to definitely go to the place that's like not where you have to play outside of the room.
Yeah, I think I just remember one of the first times we all got together, because we originally had a gentleman, and what's his name? It was named Michael, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was a gentleman we also found on Craigslist before Tyler joined the band as the bassist. There was another guy we had named Michael. He was going to be our guitarist, and I remember, first time we all met up, it was finally me, Reese, Dan, Scott, and this other guy, Michael. And I remember that room was so small that anytime when someone would go to the I would go to the bathroom, it'd be like a whole labyrinth or a nightmare trying to get back in, because the amp actually blocked the door, the bass amp. So I would have to somehow skinny myself down to hop over a shelf to get to in the middle of the room, and it really messed up a lot. So we've definitely upgraded here, having the studio behind us in the next room.
Oh, yeah. Nice. I like it. Cool. That's the story of the upgrade, definitely. Do you guys do shit outside of the band? Do you guys work full-time jobs, or is the band it? What do you guys do?
That's this guy. He's winner.
He's got that award if you got to hang a plaque for him.
Yeah, so
I'm having a job. Scott has a full-time job award.
Reese has a full-time job too.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Do you guys go to school, or what do you do?
The cool guy over here.
We'll give this man a school. We'll go down the line. I think we got some fun. We got some interest. We got your typical band jobs along. Oh yeah, Dan.
That actually has no flack or something.
So witchcraft and wizardry. I graduated.
Nice.
You showed them.
There we go. Sorry.
That is the only. Let me just tell you now. That is the only learning institution that is recognized by Paul Goon Ltd.
There you go.
You cannot get a job here unless you have gone through the Hogwarts wizarding and whatever the fuck program.
Yeah.
That's my qualification.
So, yeah,
go down the line?
Okay, so yeah, oh man, what I do for a living? Okay,
yeah, what do you do?
You know what I do?
He's a filter feeder.
Is that one of those fish that eat the algae or whatever?
Yeah, no,
For a whale.
So I'm 21 years old. I'm still, in school right now at a community college on the other side of the river in Illinois, and I currently work at a place called The Edge. It's it's pretty edgy place. It's like I don't know. Do they have Dave and Buster's in Ohio?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So think of Dave and Buster's, but add in go-karts, maybe some VR systems, stuff like that, virtual reality and whatnot, stuff like that.
Do you get alcohol there?
We do. Yeah. So they have the
Brian,
sports bar
you're
and
awesome
whatnot. Yeah, that you can do.
I thought it was
How did this?
mainly children.
It is. So they have
I thought it'd be like a creep if I went.
So
there.
they have the one side. They have the one side is for. They have one half of it. It's probably. I think it's the same with Dave and Buster's. Still, I haven't been there in a while. But you have your arcade games. Your all your cool stuff or whatever. And then you have a sports bar on the other side that people get really excited for. So I just basically run stuff there. I run go karts. I run the laser tag. We have a huge laser tag arena. It's one of the biggest in the Midwest. Actually, it's 14,000 square feet. So. I do that.
Hey, I'm planning on making a fucking trip down to St. Louis. I think that'll have to be one of the stops.
I'll tell you what, dude. Yeah, you come on in. We'll have some fun. It'll be great because I know.
Go to the City Museum.
Go to the City Museum here. There's some cool stuff to do. But
go to the free zoo.
Free zoo, yeah.
We have a free zoo.
I love zoos. Zoos are fucking cool. All right, wait a minute. Now, so now, Scott.
So you get to this guy.
Yeah.
Before you even give the answer, I have to say this here. Do you watch UFC at all? You watch fighting?
No.
No? Has anyone ever told you that you look like Johnny Hendricks from the UFC?
What? No, I ain't done
Dude, look, I'm a huge fight fan, and if you guys Google it, someone right now. Look up who Johnny Hendricks is. Scott looks like he is one hand knocking people the fuck out, honestly. I'm telling you.
That's how it goes at practice. David messes up.
That's actually how it does go.
What?
Let's
I mean, it's a bit of a stretch, but you think so? Yeah. What do you think?
Oh my god!
Okay.
Wait. Put these on.
Wait, he doesn't even usually wear. Oh, dude! Yeah! Oh my god! That is. Oh shit! And that's what he looks like when he's like at the press conferences and shit. He'll wear glasses.
So for anybody who doesn't know, Johnny Hendricks, there you go. That's definitely Scott.
Oh, that is great! You guys just found out that that your drummer is an ass whooper.
Yeah.
Secretly.
Reset a request to be in your live video.
What? No, he's have to be here for this. He's
it ain't gonna work.
Oh, he's grounded. He's out.
That's right.
He's out
for sure.
So, to prohibit or to prevent the interview from derailing even more,
Yeah.
I'll answer your question. So yeah, I'm currently one of the two full-time job holders. I work at Purina, in an office job pretty much. But if you have any dogs or cats, we make pet food. That's where I work. And I'm also getting my MBA right now too. So I do the whole
badass,
school.
man. Nice.
And when I'm not knocking the people out, that's what I'm doing. And playing drums. I'm pretty busy. It's hard to manage.
You're gonna be so good at playing basketball when you get your NBA.
All right,
Shoot. I work at Papa John's.
I work in a pizza shop. Nice.
That's awesome.
It's not like a cool pizza place, but it's the people there are cool.
No, it is what it is. Pizza
Also,
is pizza.
Yeah, it's pizza.
Do you work at like a chain or do you work at like a pizza shop?
You guys ever heard of Pizza Joe's?
Is that a chain in the here
I
in
think
Ohio,
Pizza Joe's is like Ohio, Pennsylvania. That's it. Maybe fucking Michigan.
Really? I mean, maybe then to tell you what, we'll do a trade-off. All right, you can come on down to St. Louis. We'll show you emos and different places like that.
I'm not bringing you Pizza Joe's. Listen, my boss might see this. I don't care. If I bring you pizza from here, I'll bring you good fucking pizza.
Okay.
See, he already knows how shitty emos is.
Wait, no, he's talking about Pizza Joe's.
Emos is garbage.
Okay. So have you ever had St. Louis style pizza?
Don't.
So it's
got
a
that from-
flat.
I didn't even know that was a thing. Is that just something people from St. Louis say? Is that?
Yeah, dude, it's a cracker with Provel cheese on it.
Oh, like that. Oh, like the thin crust fucking cracker.
It's St. Louis style.
Oh my
Oh, what?
Yeah, he knows.
No, that's fucking horseshit. That is the worst thing. Listen, that's what they call thin crust around here because they're too lazy to stretch a dough ball out. So it's actually like a New York thin crust. That's fucking horseshit. St. Louis people, I like you guys, but anyone who's fucking with that St. Louis pizza, get the fuck out of here. I can't.
Thank you. It's
Okay, wait. Before we round up shit talking emos, they put full things of bacon on pizza, which is like
Full strips of bacon.
Yeah, like a full strip of fucking bacon, not like little pieces,
I would start being a vegetarian to try that.
Oh, really? Well, then, yeah, there you go.
So, I mean, yeah,
It's still on the cracker.
Hey, I like that dog. Dogs are cool. I've never had a dog on this show before. There's a dog.
Oh my God, that's dog. That's my dog Bear.
What about a cat? Have you ever had a cat on the show?
I've also got like a ranch of cats.
Oh, I fucking hate cats. Don't put any cats in here.
See, that's the right answer.
I'm just playing. Hey, look, I'm just joking. Don't, I don't want you guys to think I'm like trying to, pick on you or nothing. Do you guys like Nellie? You ever listen to Nellie since you're from St. Louis? How do you feel about that? When I say, I'm going down, down, baby. Well, I mean, what do you say? You like that shit?
I mean, everybody's got your hot in here joke. You hear it around. Everybody's like, "Oh, that guy's from St. Louis." It's,
Hot in here.
Yeah. Wait, you went to? Nellie went to?
Yeah, actually, I went to his school. So
Got like a month ago.
had this school called EI by Nellie, is the Extreme Institute, but it was like a play on words because Dude,
what the fuck? All right, so is that like, did they serve pimp juice for lunch at the school, or what's the?
Oh my God! So no, but the guy that wrote "I'm on a Boat," who did the beat for that, was one of the teachers there.
Really?
Oh, okay, yeah.
His name is Wishmaster, and he was like, so I'm gonna teach you how to do FL Studio today, and then okay, so it was cool because you'd have the dude that put Justin Timberlake on the map, running the place, but then it's also Bedrock. So
I mean, that's
It's
pretty
like-
badass, though.
I mean, like, I got through it, and then they went bankrupt, so...
Yeah, so... I mean, I don't, whatever. I was listening to Little Did You Know. That shit's fucking great. I listened to all the songs. When I first heard it, initial immediate reaction was like, you guys sound like Taking Back Sunday.
Oh,
Dude, that's cool.
I'll take that though.
But like, I want to know, is that something? So you want that compliment, or because I like them a lot, but some people might not. Or
I think we don't mind that one. I know the one that's been kind of beat like a dead horse is the one that we got compared to on the radio gear. That's pretty fun, but it's fun all in all.
Yeah, we get compared to like Blink-182, and it happens so much that in one interview, these guys are like, it almost feels like they're a nostalgic act because we sound close to Blink-182, and so that's the one that haunts us.
Yeah.
No, listen,
So
honestly, I like Blink-182, but you don't sound like them at all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What it is they looked at you guys and saw you perform or listen, whatever, and was like, Blink-182, because they didn't really like listen to it. I see what they did. You guys got lumped in without any like real like analyzation.
Well, it was all in all good fun because these guys, they were from, I believe it was New York, wasn't they? They were New York radio, so they were New York podcast during the year. The
Ringing Year podcast is. I think they're from. Yeah, you're right.
They're from New York, and we got we were an unsigned artist, got featured on there, and I mean they're all good guys there though. They were really good to us. They made some jokes, so I know the fun one that I remember is they said, did we give a Buceperone?
Yeah,
it was Buceperone they listened to, and I remember the comment they made was it sounds like something that would be at the beginning of a teen sitcom from the 2000s.
Oh, I mean, shit like that's funny, dude. I got roasted at
hilarious.
I produced concerts in Youngstown here, and I got roasted by the host at my last show. He told me I looked like a hipster Jonah Hill, and some other shit, roasted me in front of the whole audience and that. Like, I think that shit's silly, though, so that's a good one. I just think them comparing you to Blink-182 was actually just really lazy.
Yeah. It's all in good fun though. We take it. I mean, Blink-182. They're really good.
Oh,
we know they're
talented,
so we take it as a good thing for sure.
This is delicious.
Well, tell me more about the EP though. What I wanted to know is before you start, one little last thing is do you guys have anything else besides Little Did You Know, or is that
Can't say.
Probably
It's classified.
Yeah, it's classified.
Oh, like Area 51 shit, locked up, gone.
Yeah, it's locked up there. You gotta work. You gotta work.
We don't have anything before Little Did You Know. If that's what you're asking.
We don't have anything there.
No, yeah, that's what I was asking. Was there anything before? So you guys are working on something though now.
Yeah,
no, maybe.
No.
Hey, that's all right. Keep it a mystery. Now everyone's like, what? What are they talking about? What?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh my god.
All right, tell me about it. I want to know about the current bodies of work that are out. I want to know a specific thing. I want to know is who writes the lyrics. Is it just Reese? And besides that, I didn't have anything specific. Just tell me about the album.
Like, it was really fun going up there. We went up to Springfield, Illinois, which is about
Missouri.
Oh my god.
We went
Springfield,
Missouri.
Yeah,
I was watching The Simpsons. But so we went to Springfield, Missouri to meet up with our good friend Kevin Gates. He did people like The Ready Set,
he did. He's gonna
Hello Goodbye.
He's gonna kill it.
Oh, I know Kevin Gates. Isn't that rapper that doesn't open his mouth all the way? Yeah, he really talks yeah, okay.
New phones.
Yeah, there you go.
Never said never.
All right, sorry for the interruption. I'm sorry. Keep going. Don't let me do it
That
to
was
you.
funny because it's a running joke for sure.
He did Trouble.
He did the Ready Set and Never Shout Never.
He did a Trouble. It was because I remember. I think it was a gold single he had for that.
Yeah.
He did. I think he did a gold single for Never Shout Never. It was Trouble, and then was it Plug In Stereo?
Oh, whatever.
It was
But so we went up to his studio and we spent like, what was it, 8 days total?
We spent like 8 days total.
Whenever we got there, 3 of us ended up getting an Airbnb, and for me personally, it was my first time getting an Airbnb.
So it was your first time getting an STD?
Not exactly. It was my first time spending a week and a half in a closet.
Was it really though?
That's okay. You beat. See, you know, I was gonna say. I mean,
You can't actually do that.
I'm not even. I'm like,
Anyway. No, he's fine. It was him. I'm laughing at him. It's not you, man. It's
no,
him.
no. I'm just saying, like, oh man, this is a good interview. I'm really happy you guys have a sense of humor, and this is going well. This is good. Keep telling me about the music or not. I don't give a fuck.
So I will say this, is that because me and Jacob and Reese were the first three members, and like I said, we had this other guy named Michael, and then Dan Kim was originally going to be the bassist, and then he became the guitarist, and then Tyler joined in, so we had kind of our lineup kind of trickling in. So Reese was primarily the one who was writing most of the music as we were kind of finalizing the lineup and kind of cycling through the guys that we were going to have, and we got about the 5 songs on the EP, and that's when we went down to Springfield and we showed it to Kevin, and then Kevin pretty much turned something that was okay into what is the EP, which you know.
Oh, it definitely sounds fucking great. You know, from my opinion, it would be a recommended listen for anybody.
Thank you.
You know, yeah, no. For me, honestly, I'd give it 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Appreciate it.
Just because I don't want to give anything like a perfect rating, I guess. No, but the shit was good, seriously, because I honestly, before I did my research, I didn't hear the music. Listening to the music was part of the research. And I was like, oh, wow, fuck, these dudes are good. Like, they're actually, you know, because, you know, I support anyone in any local scene or any level of any music scene, art, any type of art. But when you hear some people that, you know, takes you back, you're like, oh, whoa, they actually are. Like, you know, you guys are a little bit of a step above, especially for the type of music that you're making. It's good.
Yeah, I appreciate it, dude.
Not a problem.
So you want to tell them, remember the Airbnb thing?
Yeah, so you're not going to elaborate on that?
I was going to say, that's really important.
So back to the closet thing. We got this Airbnb. It was weird because it had its own atmosphere.
It was like $35 a night.
Yeah.
It was like super cheap.
So you
never
get to pay for
Oh, as long as it's cheap, it don't matter. Nothing else matters.
Yeah.
But the best thing about it was that it had its own atmosphere. So whenever you walked in, in the first window is where like the radiator was, or not the radiator.
Yeah, the
it
AC.
was like the AC unit. So I think you guys got a room, right?
On like a half like a futon. It was like
it
not a
was
complete one. It was like you had to sit on like half of it.
So
and then like that room was like ice cold, and the room was like the middle of
frozen.
And so the other room was like completely like. It was balls.
There's 3 rooms total. The last one being the kitchen, the middle one being where like we would all hang out in the common area, and then
where we named our band.
Yeah, where we named our band pretty much. And then he would sleep in like the entranceway. So then as you walk from this icy tundra, you go to the hottest part of the fucking house. And it would take your breath away, how you feel the humidity being sucked away from you as you entered this room.
And then there was a closet.
And then right next to it, there was a closet where I had my computer set up, and we were like doing a whole bunch of planning and stuff. But I'd literally just sleep in this closet, laying on the floor because Reese got the bed, he got the futon, and I said, "Fuck it, I want the closet."
I remember when I had gotten there one of the later times, and Dan was asleep on the floor of the really hot room, and I'm bringing in my stuff, and I think I accidentally kicked Dan. And I'm just like, he doesn't move. And I'm like, oh, I guess I didn't wake him up. And I put my stuff down, I turn around, and Dan is gone, and the closet door is closed.
I remember, so I only came down for some guitar tracking for this past EP to do my parts. I remember I was busy with some stuff, finishing up with schooling and whatnot. And then also I had some planning because I left for California a couple days.
Oh, we got a little bit of a freeze here. A little bit of a freeze up.
But I'm like, oh, hey, is everybody ready? And they said, Dan's not awake yet. And I said, where is Dan? And they said, oh, you'd love to know. No sooner I hear a pound at the door, the closet next to me. And I say, oh, shit. I said, what the hell was that? And I see Dan crawl out. It's like a creature from the Black Lagoon coming out of this closet. And he's just wearing underwear and some briefs. And I'm just like, I said, did y'all have a rough night? He goes, no, he's been sleeping there. And I go, that's about how crazy this is gonna go. So I was deciding.
All right, hey, listen, we only have about a minute left here. I did want to know before the interview's over, where'd you guys get the name? Where'd the name come from?
So that was actually in Springfield in that same trip, and we were going to planning our first show. We needed a name by that Sunday. So Saturday night, we bought a case of PBR and sat in the really hot room and drank until we came up with band names. And then the next day, when we were sobered up, we picked the one that we liked the best.
Actually, we liked it the least.
We did.
Okay,
At first we liked it the least.
This name we liked the least, but it stood out so much from the list that we were like, you know what? We can't pass this one up.
Some of the others were, we had Fool Me Twice and Contender, I think, were the other two. That
High score. We were almost going to get high score.
Chicken tender.
Chicken tender. We were going to chicken tender with no vowels.
Chicken tender. One singular tender. All right, guys, listen up. Hey, it's really going to cut us off. This camera only likes to film for 29 minutes at a time. I really appreciate your guys' fucking time. Once again, this was Eat, Sleep, Catapult from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm Paul Goon. The show is 13 minutes, and we will see you guys next fucking week.
Yay! Bye! Sweet.
No name having looking ragged lame rapper. You nut hugger butt buddy fudge packer. Okay, enough of that. My real friends call me Asher. Laughter. What kind of name is